Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Smart Cowboy here. How y'all doing today? Today is June the 22nd, 2025 at 6:03 a.m. in the morning. Yep, it's early. Excuse me. I'm just gonna try a run today to the places where I grew up at in Nashville. And some are still standing, some are not. So thought I'd give that a run this morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. While it's still cool a little bit. I forgot to put my ambient temperature gauge in. I think it's around 70, 71 maybe. It's supposed to get up into the lower 90s today with the heat index of a frying pan. So I am on the way to IHOP to get a bite of breakfast, and then I shall start my back to my childhood run, or whatever I want to call it. So everybody just stick around and stay tuned for the most exciting, boring video you've seen in a while. All right, be right back. All right. Well, I went ahead and pulled up the 360 camera here. Right there, right across the street there, used to be a barber shop where I used to beg my dad to get me a flat top because that was the in thing, and the crew cuts or buzz cuts were like $1.25, and the flat tops were like $3.50, and he wouldn't he wouldn't give me one of those. Traumatized for life. And back over there was the Penny Saver Grocery. Right here is Bakertown, Tennessee. It's like a little podunk town. Now, I used to live in a house that was on Charleston Fort Road. I'll show you a picture of me and my sister when I was a little bitty baby. And they flooded that for Percy Priest Lake. So I lived there, and I used to live in a house up here off Antioch Pike. They've torn it down. But this house here, I remember, because Jim was in the service. Oh, turtle. Sorry, buddy. And this trailer park has been there forever. Some of those pictures I put in his memorial thing was of the house up here. So I'm going to slow down a little bit, let the 360 camera get it. Right there is 1631 Antioch Pike. And right over here is where Jim had his first house after he got out of the service. He lived in a duplex for a little bit, and then he saved his money up and bought him that house. So that was sort of ironic to be right across the street where the house that I grew up in. That was Jim's house right there, 101 Cherokee Place. I need to cut the yard. Oh. God rest his soul, Jim would have a coronary just looking at that place. He was so anal retentive. Thou shalt not. Thank you. So the next place is going to be 179 Tusculum Road. And that was the place where I grew up at. I lived there when Jim got married, And 67. Okay. I think I got my bearings now. I think this goes right straight into my old house. Yep, I was correct. And this is Tusculum Road. I've got one behind me. I'm going to wave him past. And right here in that gray house with the white in front, that's where I used to live at, right there. Still has the coal chute. That's great. And right here is the school that I graduated from, Whispering Hills Christian Academy. But now it's a Tusculum Cumberland Presbyterian, I think. Yeah. And that was the gym. Oh, they added all this stuff here too, because it used to go all the way around. Well, they've added a lot of stuff to it. And right here is McMurray Junior High School. Well, it was junior high, now it's middle school. And that practice football field down there is where my brother Bob tried to teach me how to drive a motorcycle. That was a joke and a half. There's the gymnasium. I'd like to go in there and look around again, but I probably think I'm some type of predator or something, pedophile or something like that. And that used to be the choir loft, choir room, music room up there. That's where I helped Miss Sheridan teach guitar. McMurray Middle. I don't know what that is. That's new. Now, back in my day, elementary school was 1 through 6. Junior high was 7, 8, and 9, and high school was 10th, 11th, and 12th. But now it's different. Now middle school is 6, 7, and 8, I think. And then 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th is high school. Now this is Brewer Drive. I'm going to swing by a house of some people that I've known since second grade. I dated a girl, well, if you called it that, back in the day. Dated a girl that lived at this house, and they were so nice people. I still talk to her today. They were so nice people, and I really loved going over there because their house was basically the same floor plan as our house when I was growing up. Uh-oh. I gotta watch those things. I'm not used to them. New thing here. And I still stay in touch with their daughter today, Vicky. I still gotta keep an eye on these speed cushions. And we're still in contact with each other and today. Her mom and dad, they sold their house and they live in a retirement facility. And both of them are still with us, so that's always a good thing. I don't know, I missed going to that house, and after mom and dad sold their house, like going over there and just felt like home. Felt like home to me. Got somebody behind me, I'll let them pass. They have wide enough shoulders for a walking trail, for bikes or whatever. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if I remember which house it is. I think it's 689. That's it, right there. That's it. 689 Brewer Drive. You see how their house is there? It's just like, you'll see ours shortly. Sort of I don't know, sort of grows on you, that color combination. Pretty nice. Now this is Huntington Parkway, where I grew up in my adolescence to adulthood. This house on the right here had a white dog that bit me while I was riding the bicycle, and my mom was pissed and had the dog quarantined and all the stuff that you do nowadays for dog bites. Some things you just don't forget. Ow! Son of a bitch. Let's see. And this house right here, this white one, and that's where I used to live. And you could, oh man, it's just run down so bad. See the resemblance in the other house? And I also put another living quarters back there. Man, it breaks your heart to see that. It's sad. My good friend Eric lived right there. I think he still lives there actually in this house. Spent many time there. Mr. Murray at 717, he had a basketball goal in the back of his driveway, and he was a good enough man to let us play there anytime we wanted to. A good friend of mine used to live there too, the Mendenhalls. Brings back childhood memories. Now, believe it or not, the house back there where I used to live at, I used to jog all the way from here. Well, let's just take you on the route. But you got to remember too, I was in a lot better shape than I am now, and a lot younger. And this was the first hill. But this is nothing compared to what's coming up next. I like the way they got those spread out. The back wheel won't catch it. And I would run this, what I'm running now, every other day. Because when I played football at Whisper Hills, that's pretty dope. At Whisper Hills, we played both ways, so you had to be in shape. And this is the big hill. Go all the way up here. Of course, I would turn around back there and head back to the house. I think I'll turn around here and start heading back toward the Smyrna Cowboy Hacienda. A lot of memories going through my mind now where I was growing up. Been wanting to do this video for a while, just never had a chance. So the weather was good, the temperature was fairly mild. It's starting to warm up pretty good now. It's 86 on the ambient temperature gauge. But if you keep moving, it's not bad. But riding a bike through here, especially going down these hills, man, that was fun. Yeah, it's a big dog. I was getting ready to turn. Got a light right in front of me. Well, that's about it. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you stayed to the end, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. So everybody take care, and we'll catch you guys and gals later. This is a Smyrna Cowboy here. Back to the route of the houses I grew up in and stuff. Wishing you and yours a good day. And until next time, adios. Thank you for your time and attention.